Ambrose finally gets to leave the house at the end of part 1.
That is right.
Can you talk a little bit about where he'll be spending his time the most in part 2?
He'll be spending a lot of his time, still at home because where he sleeps, but he'll be spending a lot of time at the academy and doing his studies and perhaps doing a task or 2 or 3 for Father Blackwood.
So, in the original Sabrina, we had Salem the talking cat was the one basically under house arrest for breaking some witch laws. Did you feel like you were stepping into that role as the kind of darky male in the house that was under arrest?
No, because, although it does have some similar parallels, Ambrose isn't a cat. I do see the parallels, but no, I didn't see it like that. I didn't want to play it as like a Salem 2.0 or whatever. I wanted to go for, a new iteration of Ambrose, and it just so happens that it has similar parallels to the original Salem.
How does Ambrose react to Sabrina's decision at the end of part 1? Going to church.
I think he doesn't see it so much as a big deal, considering he himself assigned the book and so does the family, but more he's concerned of the circumstances in which they arise, and this newfound power that Sabrina inexplicably has, because we've all signed the book, but we haven't had the power that Sabrina has necessarily. I mean, Hellfire is, for lack of better terms, next level shit, basically. You have to be one of the utmost powerful witches and warlocks to be able to do that. So that's where he's at. He's kind of concerned for his cousin. He's kind of like ward in a way. So concerned to see where this leads.
Will we find out more about Ambrose's compatriots in the Vatican explosion, or other parts of his past? Because I feel like there were so many good little teases.
I will say that Ambrose's past definitely comes to haunt him to the point where he must do something about it. I really don't want to give that away because it has repercussions, not just this season coming, but seasons following that. So it begins to, if Ambrose's past is a cauldron, it's beginning to bubble.
So at the end of part 1, we saw Ambrose kind of getting involved with Father Blackwood's group. So how does his involvement with that group start to evolve in part 2?
Well, he starts to ask how much does it compromise his family life, the people that he loves, with who he is to be in this new world. It very much is a new world for him. He hasn't experienced, the only experience he has of the world for the last 75 years has been vicariously through funerals, probably the internet, maybe a bit of Netflix, and his aunties. So he's quite concerned and hesitant to jump right into the ranks of Blackwood's Judas Society. But he's very much drawn to power, very much, as episode 8 says, drawn to powerful father figures. So he can't resist it and help himself, but he's still got his eye out.
What would Ambrose watch on Netflix?
He would probably watch To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And he would watch Breaking Bad. He would watch Narcos. He would definitely watch Narcos. He'd probably find some sort of father figure in Pablo Escobar. And probably Sabrina, of course Sabrina. Thinking, oh, that chap looks familiar. Very meta. Yes, yes, very witchy, self-referential.
We saw Ambrose get familiar at the end of the
Yes.
season. So how does that sort of impact his character moving forward, and what was it like for you as an actor to work?
Well, the little Leviathan mousies, there's 3 of them. Depending on which one is more lively is, what we need is which one we'll use. But they're adorable. They do have a tendency to poop on my hand. But that's just a level of either fear or comfortability. I haven't quite decided which one it is. But no, it definitely gives legitimacy to his sense that he is out. His probation is coming to an end, because for a warlock or witch to have a familiar means they're almost fully integrated in society, and that's what you do. It's like us having a car, or having medical care or something. So it's like, oh, cool, you're part of society. Oh, I'm part of which society I have a familiar. So it gives credence to the sense that I'm out. Yeah.
Going back to what you said about what's another 25 years, how much do you think it would take at this point to actually break him? Because it seems to me that if that's your philosophy, then it can be extended to be like, well...
Oh, he gets tested, sincerely, and horrifically tested in this upcoming season. I mentioned that it gets dark. Ambrose's spirit just might be broken.
I think for a lot of people, Ambrose was one of the standouts characters of the first part of the show. How has it been for you to see the reaction now that this is finally out in the world?
I've been, taking it as it comes, taking the pinch of salt. Not getting too, immersed in it. I find I don't really know how do you prepare for these kind of things, right? So like I've said before that, I don't shy away from it, nor do I have the audacity to say, oh, I'm ready for it. No, I just welcome it as it comes. And for example, to see like the Instagram followers skyrocket, it was like, okay, wow, I don't know what to do with that. So I'll just post funny memes and my face cut out and photoshopped onto people. And I try to approach all of this. I don't know if you could call it Hollywood stuff, but this sense of your face being recognized everywhere you go, because it has been everywhere I've gone so far. I've been stopped at least 3 or 4 times, in like each day. So I've never had that before. So I approach it with levity and a lightness, and it's a really odd blessing to be recognized wherever you walk. I was yesterday, I think still on my Instagram story, I was in a bathrobe. I was going to the grocery store at 12 midnight, in a bathrobe. I had clothes on underneath, but I'm just walking around and had someone go, I went, hey, are you who I think you are? I'm like, I don't know, am I? So it's just funny encounters like that just kind of, it just makes it all, I don't even have the words for it. You know what, I don't have the words for it. It's just, the smile says it all. I know you can't see the smile, but I have a big smile on my face. Yeah.
You can sit here.